going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. There'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here in Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
All right. What's up? Hey, good morning. We are 1 minute late today. First time ever. I looked at the clock. It was like 9:15. Louie was ready. He put his paws up on me. He was like, let's go. We got this, Dad. So I bought these bandanas for the dogs. This one's a little small. Doesn't really fit too good. But I did get the outfits. I can't really read Merry Christmas. But look, you can kind of read it. Merry Christmas. Today's photo day. Photo shoot with a dog day. And we got weather to talk about. Can you believe it? Tropics in December. We're going to get in on it. And we got storms brewing next week to watch. So everything we talked about Monday, we're talking about today. Storms are brewing Monday. We kind of picked up on it Monday. Now they're kind of showing it for Monday. So we'll get into all that. We're going to say hi for a little while. We have some diehards here. Let's see. Good morning, Loretta Reeve. Good morning, Ruth from Carolina. Good morning, Vicky Hill. Good morning, Louie. Miss Shelley Ross. Good morning there, Danny from Big Dry, Big Pine Key. Scott. We got Marcia from Charleston, South Carolina. What's up, Richard from O'Galley? Mr. James Fort getting ready for the cruise. How many days left we got, Shelley? We only got a few days left to book those cruise tickets. Morning, Shelley. Shelley says, Louie. Then Shelley says, that says something. Oh, man. Let's see more highs here. So above my head, Louie, up here, look. Up here, Louie. Right there. That's Invest 99. And it's not coming towards the United States. Got somebody from Alaska. Holy cow, Rhonda. I just heard Alaska had like their hottest day ever for December or something. It was like 80 degrees or something like that. Louie. I love you, buddy. Good morning, Miss Kim. All right, so let's talk about it. What are we? We are the Daily Brew, brought to you by our great friends at ABC Farm Wine and Spirits here in the awesome state of Florida. Big supporters of our page, and our fellow MWPs and Coneheads definitely support them. So we are one big happy family. Appreciate all that they do for us, and definitely your official winter destination for all your eggnog and whatever else you enjoy. But that's still, what, 20 days away. So we got a little time. Can't believe Christmas gets here so fast. It's only December 7th. We got storms to talk about. Let's talk a little bit about the tropics. Louie's my buddy. I think if I had to pick a dog, my mom says I'm definitely favored more to Louie. I think Louie is a daddy's boy. Hunter's more of a mama's boy. Good morning from Ellington, Sue. How's that down there in Ellington? That's around Parrish, Florida, around Bradenton. Snow day, Rhonda. Where the heck do you live that there's a snow day? We're about 75 degrees here, buddy. Where you want to go? We'll talk about the weather. All right, let's say hello. Bye, you buddy. Everybody say goodbye to Louie. He's the man. He's your good boy. Oh, man. He's a snuggler. Oh. All right. Cool beans. All right. Daytona Beach. How about that? Anchorage. Oh, you're in Anchorage. That's right. We just talked about that. I was talking about Alaska. Got a couple Daytona Beach. Tammy Joe, introduce yourself to Edith Fox. You guys are both in Daytona Beach talking. That's pretty cool. So we got the tropics here. Got some coffee to drink and some water. We're going to ramble on for a little while. Very rare December storm. There was one back in 1954. It actually crossed over into the new year. It started out in 54. It actually went down to the Caribbean over the Leeward Islands. I think it was 54 into 55 hurricane. Very rare though. But it's looking pretty sexy on satellite. This is it. So the 8 o'clock advisory is still 50%. Could be Owen. It definitely appears like it's trying to get its act together. Very wide system. I never thought I'd be updating the website with tropics here in December. Got plenty of spinach here. Weathernerds.org. Look at that. Got clear spinach. Got some dry air wrapped in around the backside of this system. Kind of slowing down development some. But look at that. Starting to get a little moisture coming around. Got some lightning. Got some big heavy convection to the north. So it's trying to get organized. Can you believe it? So we got a lot of people. Look at that. Isn't that not the most sexiest photo ever? This is the cinnamon roll satellite. Official cinnamon roll satellite. But man, look at that sucker, man. It's huge. Outflow all the way over to the other coast. We got obviously no effect to the United States, but we do have a lot of people watching in the Azores, and this thing is expected to probably pass by to your west. However, the tail of it's definitely going to affect you. Probably starting as early as maybe tomorrow night, but mainly Friday, Saturday. So there you go, man. A lot of lightning associated with this Invest 99. Why do they call it an Invest? Because that's an investigative area that they deem possible development, and that gives it a fixed center. And once you have that fixed center, you can have spaghetti models. So you have to have an Invest in order to have spaghetti models. And we do have spaghetti models. Here's the latest. Let's take a look at maybe the last time we'll see tropical tidbits this year as far as spaghetti models. There you go. That's it. December 7th spaghetti models. Tropics don't take a break. It'll be May before you know it. Tammy Joe, I pulled up across the street from your house. That's a pretty small world. Hey, from St. Augustine. Been through there one time. West Palm Beach. I don't know if I've ever really been down there. I think we played softball down there. What's up, yo, hell? 14 days till your sling goes bye-bye. There you go. Then you can hold 2 drinks. I hope it's going good down there, man. Yo, hell, Diaz. We got a drinking contest coming up in March. Yeah, Nicole was something else, man. I tell you what. I mean, obviously Ian was extremely strong. No, not taking anything away. But the power of that water over in Daytona, Volusia County, just mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling that Ian was a tropical storm as it exited the state of Florida, and it created all that damage as a tropical storm. Nicole technically was a tropical storm most of its her life. But you can have that much damage from only a tropical storm. Really goes to show you the tropical storm is not only a tropical storm. All right, so there's that. Let's talk a little bit about that, a little bit more. Let's get into what it could look like for our friends in the Azores. Then we'll get right into next week's weather. Maybe a cold front coming next week. We got rain stuck over when I said a stuck front earlier, I was talking about a frontal line that's just stuck. You can see this here with our surface chart map. It's just not going anywhere. I use these non-meteorological terms a lot, but here's our front. Let's see if I can get a better looking base map here. Let's see. We'll do NASA, but here's 7 days, and we're gonna go back into Invest 97. But since we're on this, let's get Invest 97. Let's look at it real quick. We'll go tropical tidbits. I know we got people watching in the Azores. We'll take a look at what we're gonna see. So the pressure's already down to 983, even though it's kind of got some dry air wrapping around, but it's deep pressure. Pressure means winds, regardless of organization. We got tight isobars. The Azores actually had a little low pressure over it yesterday, spinning right smack dab over top of the islands yesterday. But this little guy here is going to deepen. Could deepen pretty good. 954. So this is Friday night, Saturday. You can see here that even though our center is technically my pointer. Come on, pointer. Oh, maybe we get no pointer today. But anyway, the strongest stuff is definitely going to be on the east side as this thing approaches. This is 959 pressure. That's pretty dang strong. This is Friday. So this thing's going to really deepen. Could even rapidly intensify as far as pressure goes. Pressure drop was at 24 millibars in 24 hours. So you can get some pretty sneaky winds, especially in the Western Azores. It's 959. But look at the classic comma here. All this moisture is going to whip around into the islands. So that's we'll see if that's O or not. But 955. This is going to create a lot of swell and a lot of waves in the Atlantic, more than anything too. Pretty impressive. Then let's see, might I actually make it over to England? Nah, it just kind of sits out there. But check out these wave map. This is really amazing. Well, actually, let's take a look at it on. Take a look here. Get a little better wave map on the Euro. Huge waves out there from this thing. Look at that. So this is upwards of 70 feet waves. 40s all the way down here through Bermuda. So Lori Rye is a big fan of ours. I'm not flying to the Azores, Ryan. That's right, Loretta Reed. No such thing. But look at these waves. 70 foot on the Euro map. That is crazy, man. Now, remember we were talking a lot about when our Nicole was setting up. We got another little system coming off New England here over the weekend. But, overall, though, look at this wave pattern. We're going to have waves all East Coast of Florida is going to see this weekend. Actually, Friday. But look at that. We're going to have some pretty big waves even for Florida and the East Coast. All from this one little low that's exiting, but mainly this large scale low. So no sailing. I bet my good buddy James Van Fleet is making sure there's no Royal Caribbean ships near this mess. 70-foot seas. But here's the islands. They're going to get affected one way or another. Huge waves here Friday, Saturday nearing the islands. Even if we get down to Florida, though, let's look at that. I mean, even let's see the East Coast. Some of the waves. So we're going to see some pretty big swell here, starting probably later tomorrow night, but mainly Friday, Saturday. We can see some of these reaching Florida. I coughed at the beginning of our show. I didn't realize. Now I can't stop. 10, 12 feet here along the East Coast. Surf's up, dude, in Florida. There you go. So if we do get Owen in the Middle Atlantic, these waves are going to make their way across into Florida. Only cough of the day right there. Anyway. Mikey just finally saw a 12-foot skeleton. Well, mine's all took apart in the attic. I don't know. I hope he doesn't get all heat blasted for next season. My snow machine died. I bought a $300 snow machine last year that rotated, completely dead, won't even turn on. The lights up. I threw it away, man. I gave up. I took it all apart yesterday. Charleston, you'll see some waves, Alyssa. Yep, over the weekend. You know, you got shallower shelf waters along the East Coast, so they kind of lose a little bit of their steam. But you'll definitely have increased waves across the eastern seaboard this weekend from Invest 99, potentially Owen. But look at that. So, Florida waves. Let's see how the impact looks on windy.com. Look at that. Oh, man, that's amazing winds right there. Here's our system. So let's go to Saturday. Take a not so much winds, it's more just the waves. So remember, Nicole, we had this high pressure. My pointy ain't working. Well, we had a high pressure over. This is how we used to do it. Shelly found me a pointer. Now I'm feeling like I'm old school. But during Nicole, we had a high pressure to the north, and we had this constant flow of winds coming in from the east, along with the waves. We'll have the waves, we won't have the winds with this one, so it won't be anything like Nicole was, but still have incoming waves here Saturday into Sunday, and they go away as the day goes on Saturday. So it looks like more of the biggest impacts Friday night into Saturday. The big waves. These are waves. Wave, man. Everybody wave. All right, so there you go. We'll see what they say about Owen. It's 50% right now. The NHC's watching it. It's only got a couple day window here. Look at the fog. We got some big fog going on. So we have that stuck front. Remember that I was showing you this here a second ago. Anytime you get a stuck front, we get that warm, moist. Everybody loves the word moist. Moist, moist, moist. Alexa, what does moist mean?
The adjective moist is usually defined as moderately or slightly wet, damp. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for moist.
Slightly wet. Oh, let's go. A lot of surfers this weekend, yep. Juice. Bring the juice. I don't know if you saw my shenanigans last night. We were bummed out. We were on the Ticketmaster wait list. We had 4 of us, and we all got denied pre-sale for Morgan Wallen. And they said there wouldn't be any tickets available because they're all going to get scalped up before the general public. So I posted online if anybody have any connections to get tickets. I never asked for free tickets. My God. And then I got the people saying I'm using Sarah. Quit exploiting her. I mean, how many of y'all remember Emily back when she was, I think, maybe before Sarah, Sarah had to be like 4 years old. Emily was like 12. We did a giveaway for her softball team. Sarah, I mean, come on. The story behind the Sarah thing is that Emily and I did go see Morgan Wallen. And she was mad. She got mad. That's no fair. She was so mad. She's like, no, she was mad. I think that's the only time Sarah's ever been mad is that when I took Emily to see Morgan Wallen. So last night, we went to eat at Cody's, which we love. Little steakhouse here in Tarpon Springs. Favorite place over the years. Morgan Wallen came on, and Emily was all excited because there's 3 songs that he just released this week, and Sarah already knows them by heart, so they're screaming the lyrics in the car, you know. So that's why I posted it. Might have been a little bit of Jack and Coke involved. Mike, I called Mike out. I hope Mike is cool. I think it was awesome. Just like Elon said, hey man, you know, everybody has the right to disagree. But sometimes you hit below the belt, and if you don't know me, then you know you say things that you probably don't know much about, and that's what got me pissed off. So, but hey, she got to meet Darcy Lynn. The great folks over at the Strawberry Festival saw me talking about Darcy Lynn. You know what? They're big fans of our page. That's how the world works. You know, Little House on the Prairie, if you needed help from the doc, you gave them chickens. And the doc would make you better. Maybe somebody out there likes our page. and you know. So. But yeah, my good buddy, everybody's Alexa's probably just went off. Biddy, where are you going to cruise at now? The cruise could be out of anywhere. You need to be a little more specific. My good buddy Sean at ABC, I was expecting him to text me, Mike, you promised you would never give in to the trolls. So I deleted it. Dangerous, yo hell. Okay, let's talk about the weather coming up. We got storms brewing. Everybody's Alexas went off. I think there's a new one out. I gotta look into it. Caribbean, Biddy says. Biddy, you should have went with us in March. So far, I don't see anything. Should be fine. So yeah, you have a good time. Dominican Republic, that's awesome. Virgin Islands, good for you. All right, let's look at the weather ahead. All right, let's look at today. Here's today. Stuck front, Texas, all the way swinging. As John Anderson would say, just a swinging. There's our front. This is a stuck front, flat front. Fog down below. She's got the fog down below. Fog down in Florida, too, still. A lot of fog. A lot of fog advisories this week. I think temperatures are rising. Getting moist and muggy. All right, so there's today. Tomorrow, there's our stuck front. More rain for middle U.S. around Mississippi. Good news for Mississippi, at least. High pressure locked in over Florida. No rain for Florida for a while. Friday, there it is. Our next front kind of pushing through a little bit. Now, we were talking about potential storms Monday. We were watching Friday, Saturday storms for the eastern seaboard. Sue, that's correct. Definitely. Biddy's, what was wrong with your last cruise? Oh, what? Oh, Trent, it did close, buddy. Yep. Yeah. Sad Tuesday yesterday. This is Friday map we're looking at. So we're looking at potential storms on Monday. We were watching potential storms. Remember, we were watching also for late weekend potential storms here. But the big story is definitely that dip in the front now that the SPC is showing. That's what we're going to get into now. So we're gonna work our way into the weekend. Mid-Atlantic, Eastern Coast. This we're kind of watching potential for storms Friday into Saturday. It's kind of still showing up. It's going to be moisture no matter what. Snow has not really made it too. Honey, you want to come say hi to everybody? Come here. I got these cute little reindeer outfits. I can't wait to see what they look like. You know, I got scissors over here now. We can probably put them on. Let's see what he looks like. Come here. Come here. I wonder if I got the same size. I can't remember. I think I bought one medium. Oh man, they like vacuum these things. What's up with that? This is the large. Look at they actually, like, it's like food. They actually vacuum. I'm not going to pull these out. This is supposed to be, it's not, I thought it might be like chicken or something. These are deer outfit, or reindeer outfits. All right, well, you'll have to wait to see the finished product. I did get some cute shirts, though. So remember I told you Monday I didn't open them yet? So here's the one shirt I got the dog. One dog's got the Santa Little Helper. That's probably Hunter. Come here, buddy. You want to put it on? Come here. And then the other one I got was Reindeer in Training. Oh, he came right over. Come here. Come here. All right, let's try it. So everybody say hi to Hunter. Here we have nobody. Oh my God, I love you too. You know nobody. All right, we're going to talk weather. I want to get into the big storms brewing Monday and Tuesday. I love you, buddy. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. I love you. I love you. All right. Mike misses racing. What kind of racing did you do, buddy? Derek, nope, didn't get tickets, but I did get a couple good contacts I'm going to have to reach out to. So appreciate all the reaching out. All right, so Eastern Seaboard Friday, Saturday. Here's our next system brewing. This is what we're going to watch for the Upper Gulf later Sunday. Here's Saturday forecast. So whatever you guys get Friday on the Eastern Seaboard, it'll be gone by Saturday. Here's Saturday. We get the next system brewing in Middle Texas Saturday. Well, Saturday overnight. Here's Sunday. So there's our front down here. A little bit of cool air for Florida, not much for Sunday. Could be highs in upper 70s for most of the state. We're going to look a little more depth detail. We looked at potential storms Sunday and Monday here. But then here's our next big blast. So you can always kind of get an idea if we're going to have stormy weather in Mississippi Valley, Texas area. When you see a big front coming with snow, that means there's a big dip in the jet. So here's where things get a little dicey, and we're going to dig more into that. So basically, we've got a big drop in low pressure here. Jet stream, very unstable. And we get this typical Gulf moisture flow anytime we get a big dip in the jet. And that'll be Monday, Tuesday. So let's dive into that next week. We got a lot of people watching in the upper Gulf region. I did post this earlier. Let me go back to my Twitter. It's easier to go to Twitter when I'm live because for some reason Facebook doesn't let me open fast. Let me show you the SPC forecast here. Right here is what I posted earlier. So this is your Monday. It's kind of rare. The SPC goes out Monday, 3 days. Kind of rare when they go out day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually high confidence when they go out that far. So this is day 6, day 7 that they're showing potential for storms. So Monday into Tuesday. There could be some Wednesday. That's what I posted earlier. So we're going to get into that a little bit here. Now let me open up some stuff. Derek West, good question. I've been seeing a lot of, I will say kind of hype. People going too much into the GFS. But they were talking about a big, I don't know if it's gone as far as a polar vortex yet, but there has been video or modeling suggesting we could see a big, dip down of Arctic air, cold air, and that usually makes its way south. So some people are saying snow in Florida. I don't know about that, but we'll look at that. I will look into that. My dogs crack me up, Sue. Oh, you meant NASCAR. There you go. Yep. See you, buddy. See you. So here's why we got to watch things on Monday. So here it comes, big old dip in the jet stream. This is next Sunday, but as it barrels across the U.S., it's going to bring down a lot of instability out ahead of it. And this starts Monday into Tuesday here. So you can just see the big low pressure here, big dip in the jet stream. And those usually means, we're going to have chances of hail because there's going to be a lot of cold air aloft up top and big winds. So definitely something to watch as this thing. And then, there could be a little, look, the front actually makes its way. So here's Wednesday. That's what the big question is. How much energy and moisture is going to be left on Wednesday next week? But you can see it's trying to make its way south, and then Thursday could make its way through Florida, which would mean some cool air. So that's the next big thing right here. We're going to dive into. Look at that. This has been very consistently showing up on maps. So let's take a look at the Euro. Start out there. This is tropical tidbits. So here is that little bit of energy that we're showing on Monday, Friday, and Saturday. A little plop of energy sliding eastward. Doesn't look like it's going to be too stormy. Some of the models are showing a low, but I think it just rained Friday, Saturday here across the Mid-Atlantic this weekend. Here's that little pulse too we were watching on Monday, not really showing up for the upper panhandle. Still could get some rain Sunday here, but the big thing's coming right here. And as you can see, later Monday, this is our line going into Tuesday. There's our big line. This is next week, next Tuesday. And, here's Wednesday morning. So that SPC graphic shows Monday, Tuesday. It could actually keep shoving itself eastward midweek next week, Wednesday. And it might make its way through Florida. Big front line. This would be next Thursday, a week from now. So there's next big thing is brewing. Far as precipitation goes, let's see what kind of precipitation type we get. Hey! Snow! So there you go. This is next week. This is next Wednesday, Thursday next week. But look, the backside. You get the backside moisture rolling in. Sometimes you get some snow. Looky at that. Too bad we had our Christmas party that day. I'd go up there and check it out. Friday the 17th, the 16th. So, starting to get some possibilities of snow. This would be a week from Thursday. This would be Thursday night into Friday morning next week. Definitely makes a lot of sense, right? Big cold front, moisture still in the air. It's always tricky though. You gotta have moisture to have snow. It's always that backside as a system's moving. If there's any moisture left over, you get a chance for some snow. That's pretty dry air. Very dry air. But could be some snow following weekend. Maybe. Could be a couple inches. Next Thursday, Friday. Gatlinburg road trip next week. But that's one model of many. So let's go back to tropical tidbits. All right, so let's rewind. Let's take a look at next week. Let's set it up. Let's kind of just go back to GFS here. Here's that Friday, Saturday juice for Mid-Atlantic. Not really showing any storms with that. Here's that upper Gulf we were thinking about for later in the weekend. This is Sunday. Nothing really showing storms yet. And here's our big line. This is Tuesday into Wednesday. This is Wednesday into Thursday. Next week, this time next week. And then it could make its way through Florida. This is next Thursday into Friday. So it does appear that the cold front tries to come through next week. Let's take a look at Canadian. I don't know. Well, this is good confidence. This is next Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Pretty healthy looking squall line next Wednesday. Canadian passes it through Thursday here in Florida. Squall line! I can storm chase. This is next Thursday morning. And it passes through. Not seeing a lot of snow for the north with this setup. Well, obviously, northeast, but I mean, obviously, Wisconsin and Minnesota. Obviously, you always get snow with these things. Pretty significant, maybe around Chicago next Wednesday. Pretty deep dip in the jet stream right there. Snow on the backside. Man, look at that. Friday snow. Thursday night. I can still go up there. I'd love chasing snow, man. Snowman. I love snowman. What's your 20? This is the bandit. Hey, Harold. Good morning. Cool air proper. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Let's see what we got on the backside of next week's cold front. All right. So, maybe 40s. You never know. Next weekend. Following weekend. So here's Sunday. Look at that. 30s down here, Upper Gulf. This is the Canadian model, or GFS. But, we got some 50s going through Florida. Got some 30s for the Panhandle next weekend. That's cold. We'll zoom in a little closer. Look at this. So we could have freezing temperatures in Florida the following weekend. That's a big cold front. Big dip, man. It's a big dip. Canadian model showing freezing temperatures for the Upper Gulf next Friday. Cold. Mom just messaged me. Mom, you don't know I go live for the last 20 years on the same time every day. She said her doctor appointment was good. Says she's better than ever. My mom has like 9 lives, man. Started smoking like at 12, and then she finally quit, but has COPD, had a heart attack. But she's 83. Doc said she looks better than ever. I'm like, I don't joke with them, but I'm like, I'm running out of gift ideas, you guys. Every year I'm like, what have I not bought them that they could possibly want? So anyway, this so we got a big cold front next week. You can see it in the jet stream. The jet stream was really showing it well. The next week's jet. Let's take a look at that. Next week's jet. Oh my God, I just jumped into climate. All right, let's go to 00Z and look at upper dynamics. We can kind of get an idea maybe here in the 250, but it doesn't really show up as like I wanted it to. This is, it might go out that far. I don't think, does it go out that far? Yeah, there it goes. So anyway, there's a jet next week. This is next midweek next week. This shows you the upper level jet stream. Extremely powerful, man. My buddy Mike, are you watching? He's a pilot for Southwest. They live on these jet stream maps because they can get from Houston, Texas to Charlotte in record time because they're going to have a massive tailwind next Thursday. Snow chasing in Gatlinburg, Alyssa. I would love it. Katie Haley, good morning. I know it's foggy up there, but it's coming. Hey, cold weather next week. Probably for you guys, Thursday night. Thursday night, cold weather coming. So we do have a big cold front coming next week. Guaranteed. High confidence. This only goes out 6 days. Doesn't really go out as far as I wanted to. But anyway, how about that? So, yes, today is Pearl Harbor Day, by the way. Thank you for that reminder, Dave. Appreciate that. I made sure my flag was hanging nicely. My neighbor is a retired fire chief. We were talking the other day, and my flag was up on the roof, and he said, "I'll fix your flag." I mean, it blew up there. And then I felt guilty. So I always make sure it's hanging nicely. This year I actually incorporated it with our decorations and have a reef around the holder. Yes, Mikey, we are definitely participating in this cold front. 100% next week. Let's check it out. Let's see what the Euro is a little aggressive on temperatures. But to get an idea, daily low. Here is next Friday. It only goes out to Friday. Long way away, man. You can't really put much. You can't get too excited. But anyway, next Thursday lows, obviously 60s, and then next Friday there starts to come in. So the weekend could be chilly. One thing about winter maps and winter forecasting, man, it changes fast. So very low confidence sometimes. But when you see all the models lining up with this big dip in the jet, SPC talking about storms Monday, Tuesday, now probably Wednesday for the upper Gulf Wednesday, maybe even parts of the Florida Panhandle Wednesday into Thursday. You know a big cold front's coming. And I'm kind of curious what it's going to look like come Thursday morning. The old CMC showing this, man, big jet stream. Look at that. That incredible dip in the jet stream next week, man. Well, here's what the CMC showing for next Thursday morning. Next week. That would put the coldest air probably Saturday for Florida. Some will be here Friday. Saturday weekend. So that's following weekend. Christmas party. Hey, Julie.
What?
No rain for Christmas party. I forgot. Huh?
Usually always rains.
It usually always rains. We always have a party. And it looks like it's going to be cold. It could be cool weather. That means it's probably going to change. My dad always says, well, if it says it's going to rain Monday for the weekend, it probably means it ain't. And if it says it's not going to rain Monday for the weekend, it probably is. It is whatever. Here's Saturday night temps. We could be in the 40s. Holy moly! This is next weekend. Here you go. Saturday night. 50s down to Fort Myers area. Might even make it through Miami. A long way away, though. But anyway. As far as we got, though, we covered everything. Feeling pretty good about it. We talked a lot about weather. Spaghetti models. Everybody's showing spaghetti models. High chance of acquiring tropical characteristics. Will be Owen. High confidence. Wow. Owen. Look at this one. I like this imagery here. Water vapor loop. Look at that. We'll just leave it right there as we say our goodbyes. The yellow and orange is dry air from above, and there's a lot of moisture. Look at this moisture, man. This sucker is feeding all the way from South America. Look at this. All this moisture gets wrapped around. Look at that. Just like that was like a Ross Chastain move right there, falling around, and the moisture comes around. Hey, good thing about tropical systems, they go in the same direction, Mike, as NASCAR. They actually make left-hand turns. Purdy, isn't it? Oh, Carrie, I don't do cold well either. Good morning, Bobby Shiorn. Post the temp map. I know Florida. It'll change, though. 5 days to book our cruise. Joyce, appreciate you. I enjoy doing this. Yes, Katie, we must remember and honor the brave men and women of Pearl Harbor. Yes. Thank you for that. We have a lot of great military folks that follow our page, and it's pretty cool. Shelly, you're not going to get any. You might get cold, but it's not showing up as like any Arctic blast that we got to worry about. That's right, Shelly. The reason I like hurricanes is they go left. So, but a little NASCAR news. We're still trying to put together our hurricane preparedness themed car for Daytona Xfinity coming up Speed Weeks. My good buddies at Furman, state of Florida, is going to help participate along with Volusia County EOC, and if it all comes together, they've offered to reach out and give away weather radios and information, have some big dogs show up to do a little meet and greet, talk hurricanes and weather to our folks at Daytona. So that's still coming together. I think we're still looking for one more big sponsor maybe to go on the deck lid to help secure the funding. But eventually it'll be, the goal is a fully wrapped car with our logo selfishly on the rear quarter panels. So, and I did get a video this week. So the world's deadliest weather is airing on BBC right now over in England, and it was on the Weather Channel season 4 right now. So season 5 is out, and episode number 1, yours truly is in it. And they used some footage from my Ida trip, and I thought it came out really good piece. They interviewed me during COVID. It was here at the house, and it came out really well. I was able to be in about the first 10 minutes of the episode, and so it should be eventually on some other channels here in the U.S. But it's a little kind of exciting. Look it up, World's Deadliest Weather, and it's their 5th season. And episode 1, Mike's Weather Page, we're in it. In it to win it. Truck's doing good. I went ahead and bought some new mats, vacuumed it, cleaned the nose, got my lights working, the horns working back, all the lights are back. I got tires put on it. That was the motivation of the stars. It said, Facebook said, well, put a reason they're giving you stars. So I said, tires. Well, we got tires, so we got new rubber. We got new rubber for the road. So the truck's back, man. It's back. I got some new dents in the back. I'm going to share a picture. I got a big old dent in the rear pillar when I lost my tonneau cover. I thought that I had the siding on the tonneau cover. I went back and got it. Well, I forgot. Phil said that thing ended up bent in half. So my plan on using the old tonneau cover was scrapped. Literally scrapped. I threw it away today. So I'm going to have to get one. I was hoping to use the old one. It would have had a little nostalgia. But I'm leaving my dents on my truck. So now I got 3 dents. 7 hurricanes, 3 dents. I even got a little dent because my buddy Phil, Yahoo Phil, opened up the door during Hurricane Ian. And of course the door did what doors do. Flung all the way around. Props to Chevy, though. I barely see a little crease on the door. Yeah, we lost the door. The door went all the way open. I'm like, Phil! That's what 100-mile-an-hour winds will do. Harold, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I wish I could share it, but copyright rule just can't do that. So, but it's around. It'll. Well, hey, Mikey. Right now we're working with JD Motorsports, Bailey Curry. We were on his car in Atlanta. Very nice team. They run, 10th, 15th. Not a starting park team at all. That's right, April. Dents are memories. I used to get all worked up about dents. I even, the day that Emily backed into my truck, a day I'll never forget. Dumb me parks directly behind our driveway. She only started driving for a week. When you have that intuition, how many times is your intuition right? I'm like, I should probably move my truck because she's probably going to back into it. So she leaves for school. Forget what happened. I heard her idling out there, so I turned on the security camera, and she's standing there looking into the back of her car. I'm like, this ain't good. So first thing she said to me, does the back look okay to you? And I'm like, what does that mean? Nothing. So the fender popped out, the fender clips, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Thank goodness for McGuire's rubbing compound. But then I looked at my rear truck fender well, and apparently she backed into my roll bar and into my tire and actually cracked my inside of my wheel well. So I got all worked up about it. I'm like, I looked online. I had to go to Amazon and get white epoxy, and I'm going to glue it back together. I haven't done it yet. Because now it means more to me when I walk out of the truck and I see that little thing dangling there. I'm like, that's a memory. Emily ran into that. So every time I see that, I get a chuckle.
Funny he doesn't feel that way when I screw
Yeah,
up.
well, Julie, how many of you guys out there had this happen? It really wasn't that bad, honey. Or, I just barely hit it. So, Sarah's school has these yellow concrete blocks that keep you from parking in the grass. Well, apparently, you know, picking your kid up for 5 years in the same location, you forget that those things are there, you know. So, apparently, backing up, my dear wife, which I love so much, turned the wheel, caught one of those things, ripped the whole damn nose practically off, tells me about it. So I'm standing out there. She's like, it really isn't that bad. So she's driving in, right? The whole right front of the freaking car is dragging on the ground. It was too. I got pictures. I'm so glad we traded that car in. She got rear-ended too. Wasn't her fault. Well, it kind of was. I mean, if it was me, I would have gave the guy room and probably, you know, but another story. That car was cursed. It was green, right? NASCAR, right, Mikey? Nobody uses green other than Harry Gant in NASCAR. Green is a very unlucky color. So I found out green. That car had a lot of problems, and now we got rid of it. Story of the day, right? All right. Well, as always, thanks everybody for tuning in. We got a cool new sponsor. Well, not sponsor, supporter. I call them sponsor, but it's a Lightning. I think it's so. You know, we only entertain little boxes for companies that are storm related, but they actually give lightning history for locations, and I get that question so much for people. You know, because of you get lightning claims or electronics damages. We want to know. So anyway, working with this company, that's what they specialize in. I guess they patented the technology or something. So I'll share that if it comes along, because I get that question all the time about lightning data. I do have a few links for weather history. Storm radar history. What is this link? I haven't used this one in a while. Oh, that was the why I always share that one. Brian McNulty's site. But I do have all down here by the radar maps. We have rain totals, yesterday's radar, rainfall totals. I do have history. Noah's rain total map's pretty good. You can actually go back in time and change the dates. Here's the last 30 days, 7 days, year to date, which is kind of good. And you can zoom in and get more accurate information. Rainfall totals. iWeatherNet is a great website here. I think I know him. His name is Chris, I think, from Texas, maybe. But it's great. This is a good map. This one's showing you 24 to 72 hour rainfall totals. I found this one pretty cool. You can change the overlays on this one and get more accurate information on, accumulations and, really get in there if you need it for, I like, 1 hour accumulation, 3 hour accumulation. I think it's awesome. So I'm always trying to find new links. Oh, and I got a new Tide link. I love when people reach out. I always add a link, man. If you got a decent link, I have no problem whatsoever. So tideschart.com right here. This is a new link. Shelly loves my new link alerts. Tidescharts.com right there. Pretty cool site. It automatically defaults to your location. I noticed that. And there you go. All kinds of information. It's awesome. High tide, low tides, sunrise, sunset. This one defaulted right here for me, which is kind of neat. But there you go. 7 days outlook for the tides. Looks really cool, actually. Always trying to find good tide charts for when we have storms, hurricanes especially. Kind of know where the tide cycle's at. Pinellas County tide charts, and pretty cool, right? So that's a new link right here, tideschart.com. All right. Anyway, all right. So we will be live on Friday. No Harold, she'll be all right. But I am thinking about snow. As long as I'm home for our Christmas party. Might snow next Thursday, Julie. That means I'll be looking for an Allegiant ticket to get home Friday night. I don't know what it is about. Chasing snow. Should have just went to New York, right? So, all right, cool beans. All right, well, we talked a lot about weather. A lot of weather coming up. I'll summarize it all here throughout the day as I always do posting. But I love doing this. So have a wonderful Wednesday. We have a list a mile long of things to do, so I probably should start doing it. All right, cool. So Wednesday's done. We'll see you Friday for the Daily Brew, which is going to talk all about the weekend and storms next week. And we'll check in on that snow forecast for the following weekend. All right, so have a great day, everybody. See ya. Oh, I forgot to comb my hair today.